Hello, once again, it's me. That's right, I've got no hair. Why did I do that? A couple reasons actually. But, anyways, I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to talk about, one of those life stories. Some sweet commentary. So, anyways, fucking, this one is maybe like a year or two old. Me and two other boys, Kevin and my one friend, Connor, had gone out there, right? And so we head to the store, and we live in a town. We lived in this town. I can't, like, try to be anonymous when I'm wearing the shirt. But anyways, so we head from Ladysmith to another town, larger city, pretty close. We head out there, and fucking my friend at the time, Kevin at the time, had been a real big kleptomaniac. I drive him to the store all the time just to take things. Me, I never personally stole anything, but that's not the point of this story. Fucking. So we head to the Walmart, and we get there, and it's fucking pretty packed. It's a larger Walmart than the one in town. And we head to the back, and they got this wall of games, right? Single wall. Maybe there was like 100 or something. I don't know. Anyways, my friend walks up to this wall of games, and he just goes like this. He goes, and he just fills his backpack up with the games, takes the entire fucking shelf. And then we're in there, and I'm like, dude, you're just gonna go into the GameStop with discs? I was like, no, you can't do that. Think about it for a second, man. And he's like, you're right. And so what does he do except steal a disc case for it too? And so we go to the GameStop with these freshly stolen games. It was, we had like 6 Mortal Kombats. I go in there, and they're like, yeah, I want to say I was like 16 or something at the time. So this might even be like 3 years ago, even. Fucking, we head in there. Or just me, actually. My mistake. And I head in there, and they're like, yeah, we don't buy games from anybody unless they're 18. And I was like, oh, well, that's weird. Because I was just here, and I sold my games to you guys maybe like a month ago, and they're, oh, store policy bullshitting me around, fucking assholes at GameStop. And so I was like, all right, whatever. So I walk out, and I tell the guys, I'm like, look, we are not going to be able to sell these games to GameStop. They are on to us, boys. And I'm like, nah. I was like, if we want to sell these games, man, we gotta fucking do some shit about it. Like, I can't walk in there. And so, what happens except for us to meander through the Walmart parking lot, like the hoodlums we are. And keep in mind, like, after we got all the games and everything, the back seat of my truck was just like full of fucking games wrappers, fucking the cases. Just like very conspicuous activity was happening. And so we're sitting there, going through all the games. Finally, we get them all in the fucking container. And we're walking, meandering on through the Walmart parking lot. And who do we see except for this guy on a Honda motorbike? It was like a smaller motorcycle. I'm not a motorcycle guy, so I couldn't tell you the exact make and model. I just know it was pretty small looking for a motorcycle. It must have been one of those crotch rockets or whatever. So we walk up to him. We're like, hey, can you go into GameStop and sell these games for us? They're not wanting to buy them off of us. And he's like, sure thing, guys, no problem. And he's like, these games aren't stolen, are they? And we're like, of course they're not stolen, of course not. And he goes in there, and my friend walks in there with him, and they got the $100 that came there to do. And just think about this, right? To get $100 from GameStop, that's a lot of fucking games, okay? Just picture it for a second. GameStop forking over $100. This was when the Xbox 360 was just starting to die off. Xbox One had been out for maybe like a year or two. Fucking, I miss Xbox 360 quite a bit. I think it was a way better platform than the Xbox One. I think it's got better user interface all around. Fucking, do I like the double tap Xbox record that shit? Yeah, I guess that's cool or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe this is just nostalgia talking, but I feel like the Xbox 360 is way better than the Xbox One. It had way better games and like everything. What does Xbox One got that fucking I can't play on a PS4 or my PC? Like the one game that I would have had an Xbox. By the way, I have an Xbox One. Do I play it? No. My fucking dad has it. He plays it in his fucking cabin. Like, I don't think I've touched that Xbox One ever since, like, it had to be maybe 2016. A while. I remember my dad got me Elder Scrolls Online. I played it a little bit. I wasn't feeling it too hard. He started playing it. And I'd come home from school, motherfucker, be in my room playing the Xbox. Talking about, hey, look up where the sky shards are. And, we bonded a little bit over the MMO experience. I helped him out looking all the shit up. But anyways, Xbox 360, I feel just had way better exclusives. Like, you got fucking Halo 3, Halo Reach. Actually, I'm thinking about it, and like I can't even name any real good Xbox 360 exclusives even. I just remember that fucking Xbox One has next to none. There's Crackdown on Xbox. They do have that. They also got the Call of Duty map packs faster, which was nice. That was for Black Ops 2, I remember, which was the first Call of Duty that I had really gotten into. After playing that one, I kind of got, zoned out on the whole experience. But man, Fable. That's another really good Xbox exclusive. But what I wouldn't give to fucking teleport back to 2012, picture this. I'm in 6th grade. It snowed. Snow day. And I got nothing to do except sit around and play Xbox with my friends all day and talk to them in the Xbox Live Party. PS3 didn't have that. I mean, yeah, PS4 has that shit now, I'm pretty sure. I don't play PS4 like my roommate has one. But I've got 2 computers and I've still got the Xbox 360. But I smashed the controller for it because I bought like a $20 knockoff and the battery pack wasn't connecting, so I was like, whatever, man. I've got a fucking PS1 and PS2, and I've also got the Super Nintendo Classic, which can pretty much emulate whatever that I needed to, up to like PS1. I wish that they would make a fucking stronger one of those, but I might as well just buy a fucking Raspberry Pi, right? No, I'm not picking my nose. I got an itch. Oh, God. Fuck it. I'm gonna go for it. Oh. Fuck. Scratching that itch. Anyways. Yeah, Xbox One kind of sucks. Like, hard. The only exclusives that Xbox One really had, Halo Master Chief Collection, and like I can play that on my PC now, so what's the fucking point? Uh, uh, fucking. I also have a Wii that I play sometimes, but it's a Nintendo Wii, so like there's there's games or whatever on it. I like never got to really get into the Wii exclusives because my mom would always be like playing Netflix on it. And whenever I would try to get really into the game, like I would wake up early to play video games. My little brother would be a bitch and complain to my mother that I was playing video games, which was like, what the hell? It's Saturday morning and I'm trying to play some fucking video games, man. Chill out. Fucking. You know what system was really good? PS1. You guys have seen my PS1 game collection. It used to be larger when I was a child. I mainly grew up on that PS1. I played Super Nintendo as well as a kid, which I really enjoyed. And, I played PS2. Fucking. Yeah, I might sound like a boomer when I say this, but they don't make games like they used to anymore. I don't really buy new video games because I feel like the game comes out, boom, there's the DLC, day one DLC, then there's the fucking all the other bullshit, and it's like they put content aside from the regular game to try to sell you, which isn't very cool to me, honestly. Uh, fucking, I don't know if I can really say a whole lot else. I mean, I played PS3 and shit when I was fucking when PS3 was popular and whatnot. I remember my dad had one. I played it a little bit or whatever, but I just had way more fun playing the Xbox 360. Uh, I also had PS Portable and the Game Boy Advance. I didn't have very many games for the PlayStation Portable. I only had like Gran Turismo and a couple others. NBA Live '07. uh, there was fucking PDA in that game, which is pretty much just like a shitty smartphone. When was the last time you saw somebody walking around with a PDA? They don't have them. Same with like a pager, that shit. I remember the other day I asked my dad, I was like, what the fuck? When were pagers cool? And did you ever have one? He was like, nah, I never had one, but I had friends that did. I guess that's cool or whatever if like you're a hip and happening young man on the town. It's the turn of the century. Oh, I just got a page. Time to get to a payphone. Boom. But it's before my time. Anyways, uh, yeah. Back to the story that I was telling. Fucking, we used that money to buy some weed, and all was good until we ran out. I think we just bought some more weed, honestly. What I wouldn't give to go back and relive those days. Would I do things differently? Of course. But I'm sure everybody thinks this way. So I'll address this balding now. What I'm not balding actually. You could see my hairline still that I've shaved my head. But like I did it because it's getting hot, you know. Snow's drying up and I started to get like acne on my forehead from having longer hair, which I'm not a big fan of. Also, with my really long hair that I used to have, with like my fucking shit on the neck down to like here, my fucking hair would take way too long to dry. And if I didn't dry it all the way, my hair would like start to curl out like this, which, you know, it is infuriating to me. And I get real pissed off if that type of shit happens. Speaking of being pissed off, here's some ranting from the other day. So my fucking subreddit got banned. That made me pretty mad. My Reddit account got banned for a couple days too. It's back up now, but like, I kinda hate Reddit now because of it. I'm more of a 4chan guy myself, but this is beside the point. So I was on Tinder the other day, and there was in my Tinder bio it says, I hate police. I hate all forms of authority. If you support the police force in any way, don't talk to me. Sure enough, I matched with this girl, and she's like, you know, maybe if you just followed the law, the police won't harass you. And I was like, bitch. I didn't say this. I didn't say the bitch part, but I was like, it doesn't matter if I follow the law. Police are still going to harass me no matter what, just because of what I look like. That's also another reason why I shaved my dome, is because with my long hair, I would have gotten fucking harassed. I might still get harassed by police. Might think I'm a fucking white supremacist skinhead terrorist. Which I'm not. Fucking... Anyways. After that, she was just like, well, I'm going to school to be a police officer. And I just, like, immediately unmatched from this dumb fucking dense whore. Sorry for using the whore word, but if you're a woman on the police force, that's why you're there. To be the policeman's whore. I personally think that we don't need police. I think the world would be much better off if all police officers communally committed suicide. You know, that's just my opinion though, you know. Like, you can have your own, but that's mine. Fucking, I just got so mad after that. And I remember I, like, paced back and forth. This was, like, all in the same day. My subreddit gets banned. My account got suspended for 3 days. And then this bitch on Tinder messaged me that shit. And I started playing Black Flag. And I'm pacing back and forth in my room for what had to be at least, like, 2 or 3, maybe 4 hours of just, like, me pacing back and forth, being super angry. To the point where my heart was just going... in my chest, and I was fucking hyperventilating, clenching my fists, to the point where I was just, like, so mad that I just had the most violent urges. Like, I just wanted to fucking break stuff. Now, I probably should have just hit the gym or whatever. Did I act on any of these violent urges? No. Did I want to hurt anybody when I got these types of urges? No. I just remember wanting to break shit. And, you know, all my shit's nice, so why even, like, go through with breaking shit? Because what am I gonna do? Break my synthesizer and have to buy a new one? No thanks. Break one of my computers? Not happening. Break my TV, have to buy a new one? Nah. Break my bass guitar? Nah. You know, it's just the way it goes. Somebody on Instagram said that my YouTube channel sucks. Whatever. That's just their opinion. I'm just gonna keep on doing me, and I'll get to where I need to be. I had a very interesting DMT experience the other day. This was actually this morning, actually. But I smoked some DMT after praying to God, playing some hymns on my piano, my synthesizer, my mistake. I have a Roland G800. I also have a Roland U20, and I also have a Akai MPK Mini Professional. And so I'm sitting there in my bed after smoking some DMT, and I break through while listening to, I want to say it was, the Disintegration Loops. Great album. If you haven't listened to that, I would highly recommend you do. It's very good, calming music, nice to study to, write shit to. And so I'm sitting there, and I break through on the DMT, and I'm teleported into this huge fucking all stained glass church, and I was inside of this dome. I'll describe the outside of the dome to you first. Like, I saw the inside, but I'll tell you what the outside looked like first. Like, so the outside of the dome, it had to be like at least 100 feet high, and it was like this huge dome, and then on top of the dome there was like this hexagon, and then on top of the hexagon there was a bunch of pillars going around, and then there was a hexagon on top, and then there was a half sphere on top of this, and all of it was made out of stained glass, by the way. And then on top of the fucking half sphere, there was a spire that went up, and it was almost like the Wisconsin Capitol building in look. This big, like, church that was made out of stained glass. And I knew it was a church because on the inside there was this, it was like a Hindu god. Like, it had like the Buddha curls on its head, and it was sitting there closing its eyes. And I remember it was wearing a robe, and it had like 6 arms that were going like this, boom, boom. And it had 6 arms, and it was sitting with its legs crossed, and it was looking at me, and Jesus was there as well, and so was my deceased grandfather. And he was like, Joe, you can't get away with stealing things from people. If you do steal things from people, you're not going to keep it because it's not yours to begin with. And he was also telling me, Joe, you should be the man that I know you can be. Be the man that God knows you can be. Jesus was telling me the same thing, be the man God knows you to be. You can be. He was telling me heaven is real, and everybody that you've ever loved that's died is going to be there, and people that you've never even met are very excited to see you. And I was sitting there, and I just remember there were tears rolling down my face. It was so beautiful of an experience. I'm tearing up now just thinking about it. Do I believe it was real? 100%. I've read stories about people communicating with their dead relatives, and even if it wasn't real, and I die, and there's nothing that happens afterwards, the religion that I've found will have comforted me during my life to the point that it was all worth it. So, while this was happening, I just remember feeling this overwhelming sense of love from both my deceased grandfather and Jesus. Jesus, by the way, I know I'll get hate for this, but Jesus was white, straight up, and he had the brown hair, just like just like you'll see in like churches in the United States. Are there like black Jesuses? I don't know. I've seen like paintings where there's African American Jesuses. African Jesuses. Like, it very well could be possible that there was resurrections in 2 different bodies, and then these different Jesuses are reincarnated into different countries where they're needed. Very well could be. But while I was there, Jesus was kind of telling me the same thing as my grandfather. Like, you can do it. Be the man that we know you can be. And it was just such a powerful statement, what they said. And I was so unbelievably overwhelmed with love and humility. Tears were just streaming down my face the entire time. And when I got back, I was just overjoyed with the newfound lust for life and joy that I had experienced. Now, takeaways from this could be like, I personally believe in God. You don't have to. I'm not trying to push my beliefs onto you. I'm just telling you my experiences. I've talked to God before on DMT, but I'm pretty sure I've already told this story. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I was on some LSD and I smoked some DMT on it, and I got teleported into this all-black hyperspace realm. And there was this cascading, it was cascading down vertically. It was this black goo, almost like a tar. It looked kind of like oil the way it shimmered, and it had this that gleam on it, like it was a green hue. And I remember it was bubbling, and there was circular drips coming down it, and there was this male voice that was booming that it overcame everything that was in this realm, and it asked me, do you even really want to be here? And here meaning existence, I said, yes, I do. And while I was broken through, I don't know how I had the willpower to do this, but I smoked some more DMT through my pen. And then I just was in that presence. I don't remember anything else being said to me. And then it was over. That same trip, I got so fucking high on DMT that I wasn't even high anymore. I had a sober delusion. I was like, whoa, I'm not even high anymore. I don't know how I got the hiccups, but I do now. One of my friends had that happen to them recently. They were smoking DMT. We were chilling, and they were like, whoa, dude. I'm not even high. What the fuck? And I was like, yeah, it's happened to me before, man. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you didn't, whatever, go fuck yourself, I guess. But I truly believe that me doing these things helps me. Did I get the job from my recent job interview video? No. It was a waste of my fucking time. I went into another job interview today. They're like, well, we don't have any jobs in Rice Lake right now for our company, but, your name's in our file. So, and I didn't say anything. I got up and I shook their hand and I gave them a smile. I was like, thanks for the opportunity. And then I walked out of there, mad as hell. But such is life, I can't win all the battles. And I don't intend to. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that you have a great day and that all your wildest dreams come true. Don't stop reaching for those goals of yours. I really do think that if you focus and put your mind to things and you truly believe in them hard enough, that you can manifest your destiny. manifestation is real. I've had it happen before. I've also predicted future events before. But that's a topic for another video. I hope you guys all stay safe, and I hope your loved ones stay safe as well. I'm sending out positive vibrations for all my viewers. Thank you.